Say what needs to be said. We live on air and we here, man. Hey, I need y'all to talk back to me and let me know when we live on air and things ain't going too good. And y'all see I'm breaking up. I don't have too good of a connection. My Wi-Fi might be down or something. Y'all let me know, man. Don't be out here letting me waste my time trying to entertain and get my groove and get my point across. And I can't even get my point across. Y'all ain't even interested because, it's breaking up everywhere. So y'all let me know. Y'all talk to me in the chat. You know what I mean? And let me know. And we got to do this together. Because last time I went on and it was awful, man. It was pretty goddamn awful. But we here. The art of interception is out. You know what I mean? I'm giving a comprehensive, detailed look into, cornerback play. Log on to the artofinterception.com. Any inspiring, enthusiastic cornerbacks or people that want to play cornerback, coaches, parents, players, athletes, whoever. You know what I mean? Y'all log on. Y'all I'm gonna put the link in the description, of course, and y'all get to check it out. Like I said, y'all talk to me in the chat. If my connection is bad, please tell me my connection is bad. Please, I need to know. I need to fix that, and we need to take care of that because I can't be breaking in and out. You know what I mean? Because I got to get my point across, and y'all need to hear me loud and clear. I see I got my signal going up and down. So, man, y'all say something in the chat, man. Say something. But we're gonna get right into it, man. We're gonna get right into it. But first, before we get into it, man, Joe Burrows, man, what's up with Joe Burrows? You see him out there. You see him. He was on a podcast. I forgot to get the name of the podcast, but he was on a podcast pretty much promoting 18-game seasons. Pretty much saying, giving the teams, giving the owners and everybody else the formula on how to get an 18-game season across, and the players will be happy. Basically, the future quarterback of the NFL is speaking up and saying 18-game season is okay. God damn it. 17-game season was just last year. That was the first year of more games than 16. And we already talking about 18. Jeez, come on. We got to do better than that, man. You got to protect the young men out there, man, going to war and entertaining everybody because, man, that's what it really comes down to, man. 18 games of pounding and hitting. 16 games was a lot. 17 games is a lot. 18, you're going to go to 19, you're going to go to 20. I mean, Joe Burrows, man, he got to talk to some of the vets, man, old vets, man. He got to get out of that cocoon he's up in right now, man, so he can see the light and see the future, man. But yeah, he basically said he cool with 18-game season as long as they have 2 bye weeks, which is wild to me. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's how it goes in the business world. You get greed. You got greed, you get greedier. You want more money. More money is never enough. You want to try to scale, to cut back, so on and so forth, man. But 18-game seasons look like it's coming pretty soon, sooner rather than later. So y'all be prepared and get ready. More games for us. We can entertain ourselves and got more games to have fun, be entertained, talk our crap, right? You know what I mean? But hey, if y'all wasn't into the last episode, obviously that was a mess, man. Don't even worry about looking at it. I'm going to take that down. But got to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about Cam Newton, man. If y'all didn't see last time, we're going to talk about Cam Newton, our brother Cam Newton. Because Cam Newton, he always in some situations for some reason, man. He's a iconic looking type of figure. You know what I mean? And let's get into it. Because I wonder, I know like everybody else wonder, like, why does our brother Cam Newton have the worst experiences when he is out in public trying to enjoy himself on his way to business or whatever he's doing 7-on-7s or whatever? The poor brother has the worst experiences when he's just out in public, man, right? And it's too many unfortunate situations that continues to happen over and over and over again, right? He had to fight at the 7-on-7 contest, right? Where he came out looking like the hero. I mean, looking like Superman, Kimbo Slice or something. You know what I mean? Slinging dudes left and right. It's like 4-on-1, and Cam Newton came out looking like the hero, basically. After 4-5 guys tried to jump him. I went from 3 to 5. That's one incident. And then you got the incident, if you don't remember, where Pac-Man Jones walked up to Cam Newton during the Super Bowl when Cam Newton was doing the interview and kissed him on the cheek. Cam Newton was looking so confused and like, what the hell is going on? These are just situation incidents that Cam Newton so happened to go out, so happened to be in just being out in public, right? He looked like he wanted to smack Pac-Man, but he let it go, right? Then you had a situation where the kids talking crazy to him at a camp. I don't know if it was his camp or not, but it was a situation where, he had a little back and forth with some kids. So it's always something that Cam Newton is into, whether it's good or bad. A lot of it, seems like negativity and things like that. But, he's always into something. Now, Cam Newton, the brother, Cam Newton just simply walking through the airport, minding his business. Simply walking through the airport, minding his business. And someone walks up to him, assuming he is who? Can y'all guess? Please guess for me real quick. Please guess for me. Cam Newton walking through the building. Someone walks up to him, assuming he is who? Now, this might trick y'all. This might tickle y'all a little bit. Melrose in the building. What's up, Bane? What's happening? I see T-Dub. I see you. Stay in the building. T-Dub, one of my loyal chat members. You know what I mean? But Cam Newton walking through the airport, minding his business with his publicist, his entourage, his team, business manager, and whoever. And this guy comes up to him and says, "Hey, Jay-Z, what's up, man?" And Cam Newton had the look of disgust on his face, just like he was looking like, "Nigga, don't say what you." And that's what happened to the brother Cam. Now, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Cam does have the same setup as Jay-Z, with the height, the dreads. I mean, and even now the hat. Even the hat. Do you think he's trying to look like Jay-Z? You think Cam Newton want to look like Jay-Z? I mean, even the dress code, some type of iconic dress code, right? Look iconic, it look different, the same setup. So, I mean, you can easily mistaken Cam for Jay-Z. I can see that. I know a lot of us can see that, right? This is funny because I damn sure wouldn't want to look like Jay-Z, right? But that's funny to me that Cam Newton looks like Jay-Z. How many people in the world you think want to look like Jay-Z? How many people just looking in the mirror or talking to their peers or friends or girlfriend and say, "Man, if I could look like Jay-Z," or "Yeah, Jay-Z, that'd be a good lookalike." I think Jay-Z is pretty much last on the list when it comes to lookalikes. People want to look. Yeah, we all want the Jay-Z money, the $1 billion and purchase a $200 million house in cash and got the Beyonce and stuff like that. But I don't think too many of us walking around saying, "I want to look like Jay-Z." Talk to me in the chat. Yeah, man. Dude, I'm gonna play the clip for y'all too, man. Dude walked up to Cam Newton in the airport and asked him, "Is he Jay-Z?" Right? That's just wild to me. Now, not too many people would think they would see Jay-Z in the airport. So first, you see a guy, a tall looking figure, look like Jay-Z, and then you assume you go walk up to just, to test your eyes and make sure you're not thinking crazy, and you realize it's not Jay-Z, right? But then again, then you got Cam Newton in the airport. So you walking through the airport, this big iconic figure, and that you've been seeing on TV scoring touchdowns, on doing broadcasts and commentating and stuff like that. And then you lay eyes on him, you say that's Cam Newton. But then again, you second guess yourself saying, Cam Newton wouldn't be walking through the airport. Hey, man, everybody regular out here, man. So, I can see how that can happen, man. But, I don't think, one thing about Cam, that's why I'm bringing this up. No, Cam can't understand and don't plan on changing what he be going through, right? And I think it's simply, he got to watch the energy you put out in the universe. Because Cam Newton showed on plenty of occasions, he is bodied forward, and he will get down. He gonna swing left and right. He gonna tussle. He gonna however you coming, he gonna come. He gonna come harder. So Cam Newton clearly showed that, right? So people will feed off that ignorant competitive nature and do something stupid, whatever it's for views, clicks, likes, money, whatever it is, you know what I mean? And Cam Newton is a target. He has to understand that and respect that he is this big public iconic figure, and people are going to come up to him in all type of weird ways and stuff like that. And he is a huge public figure with the dreads and all that. You know what I mean? So he got to understand that and respect the game, or you're going to continue to get frustrated and eventually do something stupid that you wouldn't like and you don't mind and you're going to regret. So that comes with the territory. But the funny part of this whole thing is Cam Newton looks like Jay-Z. I don't know why that tickled me so much, man. I didn't think about it until the situation actually happened that Cam Newton looked like Jay-Z, and voila, they look exactly alike. But, not exactly alike, but, they got the setup and stuff like that. But if you get that whole front situation going on, man, hey, shout out to Jay-Z, man. Shout out to Cam. You know what I mean? Cam don't be putting Tom Brady name in his mouth no more. If y'all notice that, he could try to pick on a Brock Purdy and stuff like that, but you ain't coming for the GOAT, Mr. Tom Brady himself. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, man, if y'all don't know, the Art of Interception is out, man. I put together a DB course for coaches, athletes, parents, cornerback enthusiasts, whoever want to learn, man. I broke it down from the smallest little details to the biggest details. So, man, y'all tap in, man, and tell me what y'all think. What more needs to be added, if more needs to be added, so on and so forth. But the Art of Interception is out. No more holding back, man. 50 interceptions in 10 years. People ain't doing that. And that's why I had to come out with this course, because we need to see more interceptions and turnovers. Hey, but free agency happens every year, right? Every year, you have a bunch of free agency hitting the free agent market, waiting to get that big contract. But it's different when quarterbacks are free agent, right? Now this year, free agency, we have 2 quarterbacks whose stats says they are elite quarterbacks and at the top of their game. But just because you're elite quarterback and at the top of your game doesn't mean you're doing your job as a quarterback. Because your job as a quarterback is to win a Super Bowl for the organization. Now, stats are just stats. Just what they say they are, just stats. And stats don't tell the whole story, especially at the quarterback position. We all know that. The most important position on the team has 1 year left on the contract, and the future is uncertain. It's uncertain. This is not a good way to enter into the season for a few of these teams. We're talking about 2 quarterbacks, 2 teams here who have uncharted territory because their future is uncertain with the main leader at the position, at the quarterback position. Like I say, this is not a good way to enter into the season and having, you want all that momentum. You want people to believe, you want people to buy in and stuff like that. A lot of tension can arise from contracts and money and stuff like that. And you don't have the big kahuna situated, the one that's supposed to lead and motivate the team. But we're going to get into why and what are the issues, why it's hard to pull the trigger for some of these quarterbacks, right? Now, I want you to understand, these teams are being abrasive about playing these quarterbacks nowadays because let's get to it. What is the truth? It's about production. And when I'm talking about production, I'm not talking about having all these beautiful stats in October and November, and you got 4,000 yards and you're 8-1 and 9-1. No, I'm talking about December and January. That's championship season. Championship season. Woo, little tongue twister. So that's what everybody's evaluating. Quarterbacks' fair market value is $50 million easy. Jared Goff from the Detroit Lions, he's averaging $53 million a year. So $50 million a year easy. North of $50 million is the going rate for quarterbacks. But they are being hesitant to paying Tua Tagovailoa and Dak Prescott, right? Because why? December and January. Right? Now you got one quarterback, he feels he has a point to prove. And you see he goes out there with that chip on his shoulder. He takes the media with a chip on his shoulder. And then you have another guy, in my opinion, he's out there just like it is what it is. And a contract dispute with a quarterback can really screw up the season, right? But let's get into it. Let's start with Mr. 1-2-3, Tua Tagovailoa. Y'all know that started that name, Mr. 1-2-3. The Dolphins are being hesitant. It's clear as day, because right now, contract negotiations should be going on. They should be about finished. All the little details being ironed out. Tua Tagovailoa is looking for a hefty $50 million a year contract, right? Why is he not getting paid yet? Right? If you look at the stats, he gets better and better every year. Every year he throws more touchdowns. He throws more passing yards. He throws like 1,000 more passing yards every season. He's getting better. 1,000 yards better. He started off like 1,800, then the 2,800, then the 3,900, and so on and so forth, right? And he's running the offense, the Mike McDaniel's offense, at a super duper high level, right? But like everyone is asking, everyone wants to know the elephant in the room. Does his success exist from the talent around him? That's just the question everybody wants to know, including the GMs and the head coach and stuff like that. Can Tua be successful without Tyreek Hill? I don't know about that one. But we're just talking about Tyreek Hill. We know there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle. And I'm not going to even add Mike McDaniel's system to this equation, because that would definitely just blow this whole little debate away. You understand what I'm saying? So take out Tyreek, and we want to see what Tua can do, right? But how important is Tua to the Dolphins team and offense? On a scale of 1 to 10, how important y'all think he is? Scale of 1 to 10. They had a really good team last year, right? I give him a 6 to 7. 6 to 7 degree of difficulty, right? Is he important? Yeah, because he's the quarterback. Does he execute the offense? Yes, at a very high level. Can a lot of other people do it? Yeah. Under Mike McDaniels, yeah, I feel like it definitely could get done. So is he really that important? He's important. But we need him to win in December and January, right? But that's all you really need if you have a good team and you have a good coach. You only need a 6 to 7 degree of difficulty when you're talking about a quarterback. You can't depend on having the perfect Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady, right? You got to be able to build a team around this 6 or 7 degree of difficulty and be able to execute and win the big games. But that's the issue with Tua. He's not able to do it. Now, I said it once and I say it again. I always say this because last year was a phenomenal year for Tua. Tua had his best year of his career last season, 2023. Mark my words, write it down, hold me accountable, come back and say, Tua's best season was last year, 2023. He will not have a better season than last season, right? That will be his best season ever. I said it. Because you know why? There's a lot of issues that Tua has to overcome to be that good. He has a great head coach that designs great plays, but Tua's size affects him. His arm strength affects him. His ability to move and agility to get out of pockets and run away from big D linemen who run 4.5s and 4.4s and 4.6s. All these things are stopping Tua from winning the big games, the championship, right? Now, if the Dolphins and Tua are having a contract dispute and it's over numbers, that's one thing. I want 53 million, y'all offering me 51. Or y'all, I want 53 million, y'all only got 50 on the tip. That's one thing. It still leaves a little respect on it. But if they're not offering anything, talking at all, that's a little disrespectful. I'm gonna let you know. And that energy gonna flow over into the team if they don't figure out, make a statement, make the team feel good about what they're doing in the future. Because if I'm to a teammate and he doesn't get paid, how the hell I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna get paid? So shit can go all type of different ways. But the whole point of everything is if Tua doesn't deliver, at least the AFC Championship this year, the fans will become irritably impatient very, very quickly. And yeah, that's what's going on every year at the Dolphins. You get the high expectations, you sign this player, you sign this player, build up the hype, boom. But last year really hurt everybody because everyone was feeling like this is the year for the Dolphins, starting off like 7-1 and rolling. And then championship season comes. December and January. Everybody is a no-show. Nobody showed up to those games. Right? Tua has to work on what I want to see Tua get better at this year, Mr. 1, 2, 3. He has to be able to deal with pressure situations and be able to make really good decisions to players that the play isn't designed for when the pressure is on. Anybody, I swear, I'm telling you, anyone could go back there 1, 2, 3, and I'm supposed to throw it right over there to the corner and throw it and let it go and hope the man makes the catch. Especially if you got Tyreek, you're going to create a lot of separation. So last year was a great year, but he can get better off that year. But he has to be able to handle pressure and deal with pressure and be able to make decisions that is not designed for that particular player. If he overcome those things, man, Tua Tagovailoa will be a hell of a quarterback. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? But if y'all don't remember Chris Greer, the general manager of the Dolphins, who's responsible for players, their contracts, the draft, and and all that stuff. Him and Brian Flores had a big disagreement, hash out, whatever you call it. And obviously, Brian Flores is not there anymore. In that situation, that was over Tua Tagovailoa. Brian didn't believe in Tua. He realized if he want to get to the championship, get these owners, the GMs and stuff like that, to get them a Super Bowl and what they believe, Tua Tagovailoa is not the person. So he was trying to hurry up and speed things up and rectify a mistake that was made by the draft. Once you lay eyes on this talent and I see what I got, the arm strength ain't there, he ain't as agile, you know what I mean? Let's move on before we get too deep in this situation. But, people can't get along. Power control, power struggles. The GM says, I draft him. We're going to make this work. Brian, you're out of here. You understand what I'm saying? All these type of things go on. But, that's gone. So now, my question, right? I want to know, can the Dolphins afford to lose Tua or let him go and hit the reset button? Look for a new quarterback and start fresh. Can the Dolphins allow this to happen? Can they allow Tua Tagovailoa to walk away? My answer is, yeah, 100%. I'd rather take care of the situation sooner rather than later, right? But will the Dolphins pay Tua Tagovailoa is the question. And I really think it's going to really come down to production and the season. Usually the contracts get done during training camp, but I don't see it so fast, man. And if they do feel like they want to work something out with Tua, he's probably going to end up being franchised. And I say that because he needs to win first. These people want to see him win, and not just in September, October. He needs to win in December and January. So we're gonna see, man. I think that is one person with a little more upside than a lot of other quarterbacks still on his rookie deal. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see how those things pan out. If he win and take care of everything. Now then you have your boy Dak Prescott. He is also a top talent at the top of his game. With last season being one of his best games of his career. I mean, best seasons of his career. He's at the top of his game. A little older, but he's at the top of his game. Now, unlike Tua, Dak Prescott has had many more chances to prove he can deliver a championship, right, compared to Tua. This is going to be Dak's 9th season. And how many times has he been to the playoff? Like 3 times, 4 times. Every year, they build a bunch of false hope in the organization, spreading the energy as if they're going to be a championship team, right? Every year, they spread that energy, championship, Super Bowl, this and that, not take one game at a time, right? And every year, the same thing. At the end of the season come, championship season, December, January, and boom, they ain't doing nothing. They ain't nowhere to be found. All the star players haven't shown up for none of the plays, none of the big games, and it's just a bunch of media mess in Dallas. That's what's going on, by December and January. Now, me being a champion, I understand what it takes. You know what I mean? That's how I'm able to talk about it. And that's why I understand December and January is so important. Now, with Dak's mentality and the atmosphere around him, there is nothing that's going to change. I said that over and over and over. There's nothing going to change. My feelings are different towards Dak as opposed to Tua, right? I feel like Dak could get it done with the right coach and management around him, meaning like a coach and a coach and management that provides discipline, that holds accountable, not all that fluff and you got the star and the superstar, this and that and others. You know what I mean? A real coach that don't care about none of your superstar status and things like that. He wants you to get down and dirty, go get your bucket, go get your lunch box, and let's go to work. And everybody have one goal. That's to win. And we're going to hold you accountable. You're going to be on the meetings on time. You're going to execute all the plays on time like a professional. If he can get that type of coaching and management around him, that can be a whole tier level better as a quarterback. You can see the attitude is like, it's so sad for me that I was born around such a champion mentality, because that's all I know. I'm blinded to championship, to greatness and championshipness. You know what I mean? Quarterbacks that gonna achieve that championship, whatever it takes. And I don't see it in the body language and the atmosphere and the people, around that Prescott. So, I like that. But like I say, until he get that new head coach with discipline, that is just going to be that. Now, Jerry has to figure this out, because this is all about Jerry and how important it is for Jerry to win another Super Bowl before it's too late. Being on the other side, the older side of the line. You understand what I'm saying? But he did play his cards correctly. If y'all don't remember and y'all don't see, Jerry Jones, if he ain't done nothing correct, he done one thing correct, and that was by signing Trey Lance and trying to create a little leverage to combat these negotiations with Dak Prescott. But I don't think Trey can develop into an elite quarterback or anything like that. He is primarily a backup quarterback. That's it, right? And he is Jerry's pawn for that reason. All right, Dak, you need to walk? Go. Okay, I have somebody here. We can, move the season along. We can execute. We could probably win a game or two until we figure out who our next quarterback going to be. Because if Dak comes in there talking about he going $60, $65 million a year, man, come on, man. What have you done? Obviously, that's the market. Don't argue with me about the market. The market is the market. I'm talking about player to player production. I want everybody to get rich and get paid. But what did you earn? What did you actually earn from being on that field? Right? So I think that's the issue with Jerry. Jerry has the opportunity to walk away with that, walk away from that. And yeah, Jerry is going to be very hesitant to paying Dak. Dak and Tua in the same shoes in my eyes, right? December and January, proven and we'll pay you. We're hesitant right now because you're not delivering championships over here. Yeah, we're winning games. Yeah, we're looking like a great offense. You have your stats are phenomenal, but what about the championships? That's all it's about. That's all it comes down to, right? Now, if Dallas doesn't re-sign Dak, where would it be a great fit for Dak? If Dallas doesn't re-sign Dak, Dak will make a hell of a quarterback in a Miami Dolphins uniform. I'm telling you. Put Dak Prescott in the Mike McDaniel's offense with the weapons around him like that, get a little bit more discipline, a little bit more accountability. Oh man, I can see Dak going through the roof. I can see Dak going through the roof. But until then, I don't know. Jerry Jones is going to feel like that's his guy until he realizes it's too late and it's not his guy, and it's too late for everybody. Him and his, having more Super Bowls he want, and Dak, it's ninth year. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna see what the future holds and how everything pans out. But I want to see Dak in a new uniform, man. I want to see Dak in a new uniform because I think he has a lot more to offer. And yeah, like I said, he needs speed over there. They're not even putting the weapons around him that he needs. So, yeah, get Dak in a new uniform. What's up with y'all, man? Let me see some of these comments. Yeah, man. Y'all check out the art of interception. It's the master class, it's a breakdown and all that good stuff. I can't get to the comments so fast. Going in. But yeah, man, salute to everybody tuning in. I'll be back Friday. Like I say, y'all let me know if I have any problems during my live. Y'all make sure y'all talk back to me because I'm here for y'all. We got to spread that word. And I got to say what needs to be said. So I can't say what needs to be said if y'all can't hear me loud and clear, baby. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, the funny thing of tonight, the funniest thing of the night to me, the funniest thing of the weekend is finding out Cam Newton looks like Jay-Z. That is just hilarious to me. I never thought about it until I seen old boy walk up to him thinking Cam Newton is Jay-Z. All right, Mr. Pick Six, Asante, Mr. Pick Six Samuel, say what needs to be said. Man, y'all make sure y'all check out the Art Interception. Any cornerbacks, DBs that want to make it to the NFL, get the Division I scholarships, or just want interceptions. Y'all log in, y'all tap in, man. I'm going to put the link in the description. Man, salute to everybody. Everybody have a good night. I'm out.